Hi friends, this is Sherry from Turquoise Dreaming. How you doing today? Welcome to my channel and thank you for joining me. I'm here, as I promised, with a final flip through of my December daily journal. So I really enjoyed it and I'm so glad that I did it, and hope I inspired someone maybe to do one next year if you didn't get a chance to do one this year. So this is the cover and the back, and I'm not going to describe everything because you've seen it all. I've described it as we worked on it. So I'm just going to flip really. There is a pocket on the front here, just as a reminder, in case I, find something later that I want to stick in there. In fact, maybe I'll stick this in here. Blessings of peace and joy. Just saw that in my little basket, and I haven't put everything away yet. I'm going to put this stuff away now, and I'll have another basket to use for organizing. I've already put away my Christmas stuff, but I'll take the Christmas stuff out of here, put that with my Christmas stuff, and figure out what to do with the rest of it. There's some stamps and some washi, and and I'll sort that all out, and I'll get that cleared out now. So that's just how I'm keeping my craft room clean, just so you know. I try to throw in those little tips, organizing and clean up craft room tips whenever I can. But I have this little grosgrain ribbon on the outside, so I can tie this closed and it will stand on my shelf up here in my craft room. I have my other one from last year up there. So here's what it looks like from the side, and I like it nice. It's pretty chunky for 1 month, right? And here's the top, a few little things sticking out, so fun. Okay, let's just flip through here real quick. And these are my little lists that we made. Lots of pictures and just little things stuck in here that I happen to collect during the month of December. A little pocket here. Let's see, I try to remember all the flips and things so I can take those out for you. But I'm gonna remind myself too. But super fun, and just a lot of really cute things. There's a little something in here. Let's see, what was this? See, I'm reminding myself too. This was a little journaling spot here. Yeah, I saved this little piece of this Bambi page and wrote on it and put it in there. This was, from a security envelope. That's just a piece of junk mail that you're pre-selected. Some little to-from vintage gift tags there, cards, and I stamped the date. Yeah, and so here's the next page. That doesn't, little cigar band there. This was let's see, this was a little page that I attached this big envelope onto, but I just wanted to do something and experiment and have fun and show you what you can do. Even if you have a little page, you can do in a journal. You know how we do the different size variety of pages in junk journals. Here is something you can do even with a little, if I had a little flap here from an envelope, I always say you can attach something to it. Here you go. I attached a big envelope from a Christmas card onto this little page. Here's some little pieces. Here's the envelope where I attached more. Here's the other side of that page, and this little thing that we had fun with using that glitter that I had bought from Dollar Tree. And I did some writing, and there's a little piece of paper in here where I did some journaling. That's from the children's magazine, what was that, Jack and Jill. Here I put a little brad with a little tag on it that I can flip down. Here's this little snowman that we did together, and over here we attached this brown envelope with a piece this is a napkin and a piece from a Christmas card. I have a journaling card in there, so that just folds over. This I had received in Happy Mail. Let's see, let me get it back all together here before we turn the page. Okay, and there's the next page where we did the it looks like a birthday cake to me, but it's actually a Christmas tree. Isn't that funny? And now here's the other Christmas tree that we did together. I love it still. I still love it. And just bits and pieces that I had floating around here from Christmas stuff. And I got to just have fun with it. Picture of Riley. Another picture of Riley. And all my little pieces with the date on it from my Graphic 45 scrapbook paper. Here's just a page we had fun with because I wanted to keep this picture. The gingerbread man we did together, and this is the card I got from my cousin with the dog on it. She always sends a usually puppies or a dog or something on her Christmas card. So that's her Christmas card. And I journaled inside of that. Here's the gingerbread man I did. Gingerbread men. I put two little pieces from my Cricut where I had just got my Cricut and I was experimenting how it cut out little pieces, and that's what those are from. And these are from the Cricut too, the gingerbread. And this was a vintage calendar page, and I thought it looked so pretty in the middle. Christmas card there with some journaling. And let's see, I put another little journaling spot behind, made a pocket behind that Christmas card. And journaling in here, this was the belly band here, see? And I put it on the outside of this page, see, on the outside edge here, so I could just slip this in and have it like hanging. Just some other pieces to cover up, you know, and decorate this page. Got some pieces of a napkin, picture, and then here's this page with a picture of the book my friend gave me, Getting Closer to Christmas, Riley. This is the page we just did in my last video of this, you know, Christmas Day, where I journaled on the back of this little ornament. It was a punch out that I received in Happy Mail. We did this little snowman together. It was a stamp that I colored with my paintbrush markers, I believe. This we did together just yesterday. Pocket here and just some pieces. And then that's where we stopped, and I finished up off camera. Well, we put this card on, I think, on camera. And I didn't do any more journaling in there. I think I wrote everything else I needed to write after this, but I just like this card, and it looked pretty on this page too if you turn it like this. See how I left this little decoration. This was computer stationery with the tracks, and I left that decoration there so that I could, and I cut the card down to fit so I could still see that. And did we do this together? I think we did this card together too. The card from my family member. And I attached my little fortune cookie fortune right here. And then this I did after the video. Okay, so I had this Christmas card with these guys, and I wanted to go ahead and use it. I figured I wouldn't use it anywhere else ever. I figured I wouldn't put it in a journal or anything that I, you know, put in my Etsy. So I said, well, I'm going to use this in here, because I'll probably never use it anywhere else, and I think it's super cute. So I cut these guys out. I glued them down there. Let's see, there's a piece of a card right here. And then on the other side of this is a little page now, a book page. And then on the other side I used one of my linens just to decorate. And another piece from that card. There was another little guy here, and I wanted to keep him, so I put him there. And like I said, this last part was just finishing out December, not really anything, you know, specifically happening, but finishing out from Christmas to the end of December, whatever cards or whatever pictures, just kind of finishing out everything. So here's a couple of pictures that were from Christmas Day, and we did we do this together? We did this one together. Yeah, I had skipped this little page because I wasn't sure what I wanted to do there. So I did that off camera. We did this one together here, and I think that turned out really cute. This one I did after that video yesterday. I wrote a little, I had this wrapping paper in my basket, and I wanted to do something with it. It was the last piece. I've been using this wrapping paper for I can't tell you how many years. But quite a few years, and this is I believe the very last piece of it I had. So I made a little paper bag out of it here, and I glued it down, and I think it's really super cute. I used my scallop scissors on the top here and made it look, you know, it is a paper bag. It's fully, it had a back and a front, and then I glued it down, and this is a piece from a Christmas card. On the back of this I wrote about kind of like about COVID and how it affected our family, all the different rules that came about during the year, and things like that. So that is in there, and that finishes out my COVID, because I wrote on another card about COVID too. It just wasn't, it was like, if you write about COVID, like try to sum it up from the whole year. It takes up quite a bit of room if you really kind of go into a little bit of detail. So it took up 2 journaling cards, and I could have taken up more, but I, you know, condensed it. Wrote about the wrapping paper right down here. And then this was little decorations. I had this in my basket, and I was like, oh yeah, I gotta put this in here somewhere. And it was a bubble envelope, and it was bigger, kind of like bigger than this, my journal, or it would have been, I could have put it here, just laying in here, and it still would have stuck out a little bit, you know what I mean? So I cut the pieces off that I wanted to keep. This was the bag that my niece decorated, that sent me and made the wood-burned ornament for Riley, the first Christmas ornament. So I cut out all the little decorated pieces from the front and the back, and this is what she had decorated, so that I could just keep the pieces that she decorated. So this was, you know, she drew all this by hand and drew all of this stuff. So I cut it all out, put it in here, and wrote about her name. Her name is Isabel, so I wrote about the wood-burned ornament and the decorated envelope there, and put that right there. And let's see. Oh, I missed a page. Look at this. I missed 2 pages. Okay. All right. Well, I have to go back and put something in. I'll find something in my basket to put here, but I'm not going to come back and show you because, you know, this is the final flip through. So then I got back to this page. When I was working on this, I thought, oh, I got back here pretty quick. You know, maybe I'll make a pocket out of this. I might just put that together, glue the 2 sides together and make a pocket and stick some things from my basket in there. I think that's what I'm going to do, because I really don't have anything else to put in here. So I'm going to look through my basket, see what else I might want to keep, and put it in that pocket. But here, I washi taped this. This is a copy of a little Christmas book that I had, like a vintage little St. Nicholas paperback storybook. And it was so cute and vintage that I still have it, and I wanted to put it in my shop as a digital, but I never got around. It takes me quite a bit of time to do any type of digital, so I'm not used to it. So, but I wrote on the back of here about, let me tell you, goals for 2021. I did that last year too, and put it in the end of my journal from last year. So that's goals on the back of this for 2021. On the back of this piece of Christmas card, it's you know, the back of it is blank, and I thought this was a pretty Christmas card. So I figured I probably wouldn't use it anywhere else. So I cut it off the back. I think the back was still on it. I cut it off and wrote on the back of here things I was grateful for, and I filled up the whole, you know, the whole back of this. Things I'm grateful for from 2020. Okay, so that's my grateful list for 2020. And you really could write a lot more. I just, you know, I filled up this one page and left it at that. And I think I really kind of condensed it and summed it up into a nutshell there. And then the goals, I think that's really something important and fun to put in your journal. You can look back at it next year, and you can look back at it from years to come, and really, you know, as kind of a keepsake. You know, these are you know, I think about people reading this 20 years from now and saying, oh, look what she wrote. You know, 20 years ago, she wrote about Riley, and she wrote about this and that and the other, and oh, that did come true, that goal. You know, and that thing she wrote down, that really did come true, the things she wished for, and or the goals or whatever. I've put it down as a goal. At the top I put my 2021 goals, and at the bottom I wrote, this is my prayer, because I really, it's something that I really am like so focused on, and so it's like I'm almost like obsessed with it. But I'm not obsessed with it, but I'm almost like obsessed, and I'm so focused on it that I'm just like, you know, I got to make this happen, you know, type of thing. So I'll let you know if it happens. I really will, because I'll be so, you know, I'll be like beside myself if it happens. I would just be so, I mean, I'm happy anyway, but you know what I mean? I would just be like crazy if it really happens, and I'll be rejoicing, and I will let you know. But anyway, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Happy crafting, and have a good night.